Hell yeah, brother. How y'all doing today? My guys, it's gonna be a rough night. How are y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? I'm actually curious. I want to see what this looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh! What's up, dude? What's up, dude? How you doing? How you doing? Cool. Looking sharp. Looking sharp. How's my guys doing today? I have zero practice. When I loaded into the session, it was raining quite hard. Y'all know how I feel about that. I figured tonight's the last night. We need to be here for it, whether I want to or not. See if I can keep this Porsche under me for one more time. And then next season we're driving something else. I don't know what it's going to be. Something. What's up, Nunya? Keezer, Fam, Eric, D. Into the millions and millions. Whoa, just kidding. Yeah, you know, it just rains every, pretty much rains every day at every racetrack, all across the world. None of them are ever dry. It actually just rains constantly. It's kind of amazing that we've been able to do iRacing for 15 years without rain, to be honest. Considering how often it rains everywhere, all times. Yeah, you know, rain. Oh shit, this one you gotta brake for. I did some practice the other day in the dry. That was useful. Oh, and dead. There it is. This is Germany. We are at Hockenheim. The old Hockenheim. I'm not a hater of this track like so many other people are. But she's pretty tough in the wet. Yeah, it's not Motegi. That's right, we're always like a week behind. Which I'm glad. I'd rather be here than Motegi, quite honestly. What's up, Andrew? PRL, Precision Racing League. It's that league I've been doing every Tuesday night for the last... I was trying to think actually when I started. It was early summer, so it's probably been like, I don't know, man, 8, 9, 10 months. Something in that range. You have to find the braking marker for that corner. It's not where I've been doing it. So yeah, it's really sad. Yeah, 3 seasons, yeah. I did, pretty sure it was 2024 season 3, 4, and then 2025 season 1. I don't know that I did season 2. Nah, I didn't do season 2 last year. Must have been season 3. Yeah, they're talking about, there's another league that effectively is going to take the same shape as this that they were talking about in the drivers meeting, but I'm taking a break either way, so I'm not going to do this league. Or fuck, I'm really good at this corner. Can you guys see that? I have not completed a single lap yet. Just want to point that out. Kind of reminds me of the Formula One race here a couple years ago. Mercedes botched it so bad. Oh my god, geezer. My wife says that all the time. Doll hairs. All the time. That's so funny. I gotta tell her that. Yeah, for real. She does. Take another back marker. That's brutal, man. 2019, that's it. Do y'all really? Y'all are so funny. Well, we're gonna have that conversation later tonight. You'll never believe what these two knuckleheads in my chat said. There it is. Alright, so here's the thing. We're up for these Jordans, okay? We've had a thing going all season. Whoever gains the most spots from our team gets a pair of Jordans, which, if I'm being honest, I don't actually want them. But I want to win something because I'm clearly not going to win anything on the racetrack. So, I don't want to qualify because I want to gain as many positions as possible to win. So I'm not really going to put in a lap here. And I'm just going to, you know, try to get some practice in. Forget exactly who, maybe it is Joshua right in front of me I'm competing against. I think there's like 3 of us that are tied, but I think one of the guys isn't making it tonight. I gotta go back and look. Or I guess maybe I shouldn't look. I'll just do the race and whatever happens, happens. And I'll reach it. Like if I win them or something and somebody else is like, I really want them, I'll just pass. I'm a 42-year-old man. I'm probably not gonna be wearing any Jordans, you know. But I want to win something. Alright. Yeah, Peter's sitting out. Yeah, he's I think he's a little burnt out. I think the rain has gotten to him. He's been preoccupied with work and family and all the things, so I think he's probably going to join us at some point tonight and watch, if I had to guess. He might already be in here and just silent, which that's not really his style, so probably not actually. Alright, let's see if we can get to this corner coming up without hitting anything. Oh, I forgot, we gotta like slow down massively. No overtaking. I really don't want to get in these guys' way. Like they're actually going for like laps. I'm not. You know what? I think I'll get it on the pit road. Feels like a Friday night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a drive-through so I don't screw anybody up. Because these guys are like legit going for stuff. I'm just trying to get practice in. Alright, we get to know where the pit road is. There he is! What's up, brother? How you doing, Peter?
Right here.
Everybody's missing you already, brother. Is Nick Ledecky our favorite guy ever? Is that the one? Or is it somebody else? I always forget. The last name looks familiar. Yeah. What's up, Gavin? Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. Honestly, man, if this wasn't their last race, I would not be here. I have been disinterested in PRL for a while this season. And, I just want to see it through. Yeah, fam, I think you're right. Still did the right thing. I got out of the way. I'm not gonna be a dickhead. Whew. Yeah, brother, no hell. The beautiful thing is you can use the acronym, like it's okay, you know? You can use the acronym, right? I think you really got to go on the inside line there. Yeah, exactly. Heck yeah, brother. Love it, love it. Trying to find some grip. Hoping to have a fun little race here. I don't intend to drive the Porsche next, or I'm not going to drive the Porsche next season. I will find something else to do. So for that, you know, it's kind of like the end of some things, you know. I'll drive a different car next season. No more PRL. So kind of just want to have some fun and get out of here. I was thinking about the McLaren. Yeah, I'm kind of open to anything at this point, to be honest with you. I think what I'll do, maybe during week 13 for the Bissell. Wait, what? Maybe during week 13 I'll do a stream and we'll pick like 2 tracks or something to hot lap at that are kind of like generic, you know, representative tracks for next season's schedule or something. The vacuum car. Love it. Oh my god, that's gonna be something. But anyway, maybe do it that way and try to narrow it down, kind of like I did a season or 2 ago. I mean, I kind of lean in a certain way, but it would be fun to, you know, make some content out of it and try to give it somewhat of a reasonable shot at different things. So we'll see. Y'all know me, everything's a we'll see, and I just kind of randomly do things. I am back on Twitch tonight. I've got my regular chat stuff going tonight too. Oh, I gotta slow down. Well, probably don't need to slow down. I'm already going slow. Don't want to be anywhere near not last place. Oh, I already went off the track. It didn't count anyway. That's right. God, that's gonna be the hardest part. Lambo, what's up, Z? Nothing but dirt. We can be assured that won't happen. How do you stream every night? Good question. I mean, kids are occupied with what they're doing. My wife likes to read and do different things. So we all kind of do our own little thing once we get to a certain time of night. And I'd say for me, the family kind of knows my streaming night really is like Monday night. That's the one where I really try to stream. Almost every single Monday because of new content, right? Like new tracks. But other than that, it's also going to shake up. Baseball season getting going here in 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks from tonight, it's the first game. Like, we'll have baseball every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. Now, the nice thing is the games around here start at like 5 o'clock because we don't have lights. They have to be done before the sun goes down, so the positive is I'm generally home and dinner and all the things are done by 8:30ish anyway, so shouldn't interfere too much. We'll see. Fam, I mean, I'm tired of the GTPs. I'm also tired of the rain, because what the fuck was that? Cool. That looks like fun. Spencer, it's not fun. Fun is not the word I'd know. Fun's not the word. Nice to see you, brother. Yeah, the GTP video. I don't know. I'm tired of GTPs. I think the honest truth is I mean, obviously it's only going to make those cars more difficult to drive for a variety of reasons. One, the like the actual warm-up process is going to be horrendous because, you know, it's going to be hard. And so I think a lot of people, we've talked about this, right? A lot of people have talked about just the fact that the changes that have recently come out to those cars have brought a lot of people to those cars. So there's a lot of newbies, and there's a lot of like people that probably should be driving other cars first before they jump into a GTP. If they stay with the GTP, so you basically made it really, really easy to drive a GTP, and now you're going to make it super, super difficult to drive a GTP all within 4 months. And, or whatever, 3 months. So, yeah, good luck with the GTPs. I would say it's probably just terrible for GT3s more than anything else. Like, most of the guys I've been around have struggled to drive the car in the first place. Like, now the tires are going to be cold and you can't take crazy grip levels. Like, I'm not sure what they're going to do. So, you don't have lights of the field. They complain when it's not turf. No, not at the high school level. I mean, just think about, like, lights are expensive for sure. But not at the high school level. I can think of 2 schools that we play that will have lights. And both of those schools have probably been built within the last like 10 or 15 years. So yeah, our school I think was built probably mid 90s, something in that space. So yeah, no lights, which is funny because as much as it is nice to have, like, you know, under the lights type games and stuff, it's really nice to be able to like be home having dinner with your family by like 7:30 after a game. That's pretty nice, actually. Don't have to worry about being out until 9-10 o'clock on a school night trying to figure out dinner and all that stuff, you know. But yeah, good luck in your race, dude. Good luck in your race. Rain and Dirt series, there is not, but that could be wild, actually. I don't know what they would do in real life. Probably shut her down, I would think. Nothing like a little Friday nights. Yeah, no, it's certainly true. Certainly true. But I gotta be honest, man, I'm pretty glad it's not. It'd be cool, and we'll get a couple. I can think of 2 games that'll be under the lights for sure. But yeah. Pre-game ritual. Who do you mean, for them or for me, fam? Well, maybe the trucks. I don't know, dude. PRL, yeah, this is it. This is the last race for this series. Last race for PRL. They've decided to shut down. They've been running it for 12 years. So this is the last race for this series. I'm sure they might have another race, you know, some point the rest of the week. But for the one that I participate in, which is this one, this is it. Yeah, it's been fun. I've run it the last 3 seasons. I've enjoyed it. Let's be real, the livery is sick. Yeah, I love our liveries for sure. Irvin ran 2 dirt races. You mean like in the rain? For everyone? For me, I like to get to the field really early. So like even before my current situation, I still worked at home and I worked for myself. So I was basically do whatever the fuck I want. So I would just leave. I would get to the baseball field by like 4, maybe even a little earlier than that. And I like to just watch IO. I always find, and maybe some baseball people in here, I would definitely not consider myself a baseball person. I didn't grow up liking baseball. I didn't like it till my kids started playing it. But I can tell you this, I've seen enough baseball, I've coached enough of it, I've watched enough of it, I've seen hundreds of games at this point from my kids. And I can tell you, by watching IO, I can tell you who's going to win the damn game. Most of the time. It's, IO shows a lot. And IO is infield, outfield. So there's like a certain cadence that the team goes through from a warm-up point of view on the field pre-game, and each team has their like 15-minute session to do IO. And so one team's out there, the other one's in the dugout watching, and then they swap, and you kind of see all that before the game starts. And you can just tell I mean, you can tell, you can see where the weaknesses are. Pitching obviously different, but like from a fielding point of view, you can tell a lot from watching IO before the game starts. Software development and skid. That's my background. See you later, Andrew. Have a good one, brother. Forget, man, it's probably pretty late for an 11-year-old. Always forget about that. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for popping in. In IT, yeah. Yeah, I've been in software development for over 20 years now. Just crazy to think. But yeah. I've hit the wall a lot, Gavin. I think I've completed 0 laps. So it's going to be great. You know, we're going to have a lot of fun, and you know, whatever happens, happens. It's kind of my MO. Like I said, I would not be here if it, you know, wasn't the last race of PRL's existence. I'm very disinterested in the league at this point. Have been for a while, quite honestly. And the rain, I really just can't say enough about how I don't want to be around the rain. But I'm here, and I'm going to do my best and have some fun with it, and hopefully put on a show for you guys. Yeah, I like the track. I'm cool with the track. I just don't like it. The wet is really tough. Turn 1 in the wet is kind of insane. I'm sure if I had more practice, I might feel differently, but I don't, and so I don't. So, Banner, did you just reply to my comment? Oh, I saw something pop up. Yeah, you did. I'll read that later. Get them J's. Not gonna lie, I don't run fixed. But yeah, it literally just popped up on my phone. IMSA fixed, being wet. Changed it for me, running the oven into the base. Honestly, Keezer, I'd give it a shot. It's wet, but it's not that bad. And it's kind of like, it's kind of a little, it's damp enough to make it slightly interesting, but not, I mean, I've run 2 races there, so like I don't, you know, who knows what it will be like as the week progresses, but the races I've run thus far, that's been wet enough to make it a little interesting, but not so wet to even need wets, so not so bad. Safety first. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for fear of repeating myself for what I already said in the comment, all the times I've done it, I literally can't think of a time where the cars are sitting on the racing line, much less right there. Hell, even if I come across the mountain slowing up significantly, I still probably run into that dude because of where he was sitting. It was literally right on the other side of the crest. And he was, I mean, there was nowhere to go. The only place I could have possibly gone was all the way to the left. And there's just no way my car would have been right there. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, hindsight, it's always beautiful. If I'd gone through there and I just skimmed it by the skin of my teeth, you're a hero. If I hit him like I did, should have lifted, dummy. So, you know how it goes. It's the nature of the beast. It's all good. But, yeah. Alright, well, got about 2.5 minutes here, and then there's a little 5-minute warm-up session, and then we get it. Yeah, I mean, it's just bad circumstances, yeah. Peter said it, I don't know if it was captured in that short or not, and I knew, you know, I'd get a little bit of grief from the short, for not braking. Like, I get it, it's totally fine, but I don't know whether I captured it in the short or not, but Peter said it. He was like, man, I wonder if that guy had triples and saw you coming to nail him like that. And the truth is, even if he did have triples, he was looking out the side, like he was just over that crest, like he didn't see me, I never saw him, you know. It was literally just, couldn't have been in a more terrible position for both of us, basically. But it is what it is. Made for a funny ending, I guess. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a universal truth, right? Sure. Nobody can argue with that. I try to remember, so there's kind of that double left before you take that first right over the crest. You know, sometimes it's really easy, especially when it's wet, to go a little too far wide and hit that curb and spun around that way and just happened to be perfectly perpendicular to the track. In fact, he even started to back up. So, like, the funny thing is he started to back up and then stopped. I guess, my guess, we never talked to him, but my assumption is he started to back up and then looked at his relative and was like, oh, somebody's close, let me just stop. Hope they see me and hope they don't hit me. The reality was he had so much space he could have easily backed up and taken himself completely off the track, much less the racing line, you know. So, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, if everybody goes back and gets to relive the moment, I'm sure some different decisions would have been made, but in the moment, you know, shit happens. All good. Yeah, I can't imagine how many people spun out right there that day. For sure. See, it was kind of frustrating because when you went back and looked at the replay, you're like, why didn't you just keep backing up? Like, it's not like, you know, he's backing up between two walls. He had plenty of track to do a complete backup. So, like I said, I mean, it's just... it's easy to second guess it after the fact. I can sit here and say, oh, I wish he had done the thing, and he probably would say, oh, I wish I'd backed all the way up, but that's knowing the outcome. Like I said, if I had just popped through in the coolest way ever, it still would have been a short, but it would have been in a fun way, and he'd have been happy because he continued the race too, you know? But yeah, that was an extremely tough race, to say the least, for everybody, I think. Even the people on the forums that are apologizing for the rain. I mean, I think anybody that actually ran that race, anybody that actually ran the race where it rained at all, I think they would all say that was a pretty tough race. I mean, even if it worked out for you and you won your race and all the things, it was still a difficult race. It was, I mean, just the nature of that, like, a wet Bathurst is a terrifying prospect for anyone. Yeah. Yeah. But in the outcome, I'd always make the right decision. True. Yeah, that's tough. GR86 at Bathurst. Oof. No, thank you. No, thank you indeed. Alright, boys. I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be, so... it's gonna rain basically the entire time. So... sweet. And I just hope I can survive, man. Holy shit, you're crazy. GTPs, GT3s at Bathurst? No way. You couldn't get me on that racetrack. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate the positive outlook here. I'm gonna have some fun with it. As always. If there's anything I can promise, we'll have a good time. For the most part. Until something bad happens. But I'm kind of expecting something bad to happen, so my expectations are extraordinarily low. But it looks like there's 30 people here. I don't know if Jason's going to race or not. So if Jason's not racing, then it's 29 of us. For the final race of PRL. Alright, I'm going to run high-mo, because why not? Running the wet set. Yeah, I think that's the goal. I mean, it gives me something to drive for. So I just need to get some overtakes done. Which sounds nice, you know, but easier said than done, man. We'll see. I still remember the first time that I sat here when the rain started, like in iRacing. I remember the day they released it, and I sat here and I just like, I had the raindrop sounds much higher, or I guess they did by default. And I just sat here listening to the rain feel like it was on top of my head. I just thought it was so awesome. And now I'm like, would you please stop raining? Please stop raining. So tired of the rain. It's fun, but it just happens too much. Happens too often, and it's too heavy when it happens. Most of the time. It would be cool if there was a point in this race where it made sense to go to slicks, but that is definitely not going to happen. That one race at Jerez, that one was awesome because it started raining and it actually made sense to change tires in the middle of the race, which, I mean, I feel like that rarely happens. The races are typically so short, whether it's a sprint race, a league race, whatever. The races tend to be so short, it's just not worth it unless you're doing like a 2.5 or 3 hour plus endurance race, you know? So the fact that that happened in a 40-minute league race was actually pretty awesome. Unexpected and awesome. Damn, Nick got P8. Impressive. No. That can't be right, because it's showing me at P21 and I didn't qualify, so. What's the grid looking like? So we got Uthman, so I'm talking about my teammates. Uthman's in second, Beats is in third. Looks like Ryan is in 8th. Nick's in 12th, Marky's in 11th. So the boys represented, that's nice. Alright, 2 minutes to go. I'm gonna hop up, get a quick pee. I'll be right back. And we'll be in this race before you know it. All right, boys. Let's do it. I feel like I should turn the lights off in here. It's so dark and on the track. All right. Hockenheim, wet. Yeah, it's kind of insane, actually. Alright, here we go.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the left side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Unplug my phone so that somehow that doesn't mess something up. Well, I hope you all enjoy this race. I'm going to do my best. What about last to 20th? Would that be good? I think that would actually be pretty awesome here. If I could stay alive, honestly, it's probably higher than 20th, for being honest. Yeah. Yeah. Here, you don't want to use ABS. There, you do. From what I understand, from what I've read and watched other people do. And then I've heard the argument that LMU is more accurate, that in real sports car racing you do want to use the ABS, but I don't really know. I've never driven one, right? All I can do is listen to people like Baldwin and Morad and, you know, what's that dude? Coach Dave. Those guys know better than I do. Maybe that's as bad in the real world. Gosh. Yeah, I would think so. I don't know. I mean, all I know is those guys seem to say otherwise, but I don't really know, man. I don't know. And then you hear all the things like, oh, well, iRacing's ABS implementation's wrong because it effectively just generates tons of micro lockups, which overheats the tires in such an insane and unrealistic way, right? You hear all those things, but I don't know if it's true. I mean, people are probably just regurgitating whatever bullshit somebody else told them forever ago, you know? So, who knows? I would assume ABS is a bad thing. Speaking of which, let me turn mine up because it's wet as shit.
Get ready, going green.
I'm not even gonna get beside you, Jermaine. Alright, boys. Pray for your boy. Survive the race. We're here to survive.
Green flag, green flag.
Well. The white lines. Joseph, appreciate you, sir. Bam, of course. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna stay way out here. Can't see shit. Half throttle. Of course there's a yellow. It's probably just the fact that people are slowing down so hard that iRacing's like, people are stopped ahead.
Left side. Clear.
What was it? Oh my lord. Okay. Holy shit. Alright. Still alive. Oh boy. No feeling in the wheel right there. Tiptoeing around Germany like a crazy person. You know what, I'm gonna let him go because he seems eager.
Car on your left. Clear
I
on
feel
the
like I
left.
got more of a chance to get hit from him from behind
18.928.
than anything else, so you go ahead. We gotta focus on taking a breath here. Y'all ever do that? Do you get like, you just like stop breathing? You just kind of like suck in air and just hold it? Or is that just me? Just expecting bad things to happen. Yeah. Wonder how much of a dry line we'll make by the time this is all said and done. Oh, that will cause arm pump? What do you mean? Arm pump? I need to learn how to like relax more when I drive. Which is funny because you guys probably think I am the most chill when I drive. And it looks that way, but I tense up too much. I definitely need to learn how to not do that. Because after these streams are over, like last night I did a 3-hour stream and bro, I was exhausted. I mean, it's nice to go to sleep, but well, it also actually, I shouldn't say it that way. It's kind of a double-edged sword. The adrenaline's still kind of rolling. It's kind of hard to get to sleep, but my brain and my body are physically drained. Tighten muscles. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to just take a breath, relax. Go ahead, Kevin. You got it, brother. Your boy is just chilling. I'm breathing manually now. Oh shit. So good, so good. I should be able to save enough fuel that I don't have to stop. That's possible. Right. Probable, I would even say. I don't know if that's going to help much, but I imagine a lot of people could be in that boat. Okay. Let's go slow. We're going to save our fuel. I'll sit at the back. I don't mind. This is truly for... It's kind of like a thank you to PRL, just to be here, honestly. I had a lot of really cool moments and experiences in PRL the last 3 seasons, especially over the summer. Like, I found more confidence last summer racing here than maybe ever in iRacing. And, I mean, I met my team through that. I met Martin through this. So honestly, I'm not here tonight because I'm like, oh, I'm gung-ho to be competitive. For me, honestly, it's just kind of like a one more hurrah. Thankful for them having been here. These guys do a really good job running this league. Gave me a lot of really cool experiences, met a lot of fun people. Just kind of like a thank you, honestly. So I'm just happy to be here one more time. That's kind of where I'm at, brother. See if we can save enough fuel and not have to box. That'd make it fun for me. Have something to go for. Can't control this car to save my life in the wet. Sick for 4 days. What's up, Eric? We're cruising, man. We're cruising. Looks like I need like a lap and a half of fuel saved, which I don't know if that's doable or not, quite honestly. It's gonna take some insane lifts. Just trying to stay on the track anyway, so I guess maybe that's doable. I do know The right side of this track right here is not the place you want to be in the wet. It seems like no matter what I did, every time I touched the brakes, the car is just gone. Alright.
58.076. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Can you tell I've practiced so hard this week in the rain? I'm actually surprised there hasn't been more chaos. Yeah, it's raining still. There's some red cells that are about to go by. Should be good for business. Somehow it still says I need 6.5 liters. How have I not saved anything? Last PRL race in the rain. Diabolical. True. Oh, it's not raining anymore. I know there's more on the way, so hold out for the best. I don't seem to be saving any fuel here. I don't know how. Probably a little bit of both. Little LMU enjoyment's not hurting you. I haven't fired it up the last couple days. I was thinking about the one of their endurance races. I think Thursday they have some endurance races. I was thinking about going for one of those maybe. Got to look at the times. Unfortunately, all the times they show are always GMT and they're always military time. Two things I don't get on with, so I need to go do those calculations and figure out which one I could potentially do this week. Nah, man, it's just always fun to have something new, you know, whether it's a game, a piece of hardware, a car, a track, I mean, anything. So to have a new wheel and LMU, it's a good day. Good week. Your race is in the rain here too. Well, I hope you're better at it than I am. I can't say I've made an effort to do anything about it. I'm just trying to participate. A good month, yeah, it could be. Just trying to get through it, man. Somehow we're up to 24th, but just other people having bad luck. Oh, people have already boxed. That is, oh shit, I did the thing. I did the thing. I did the thing I said don't do. I didn't hit anything. Alright, all good. It's like the one thing you can't do. Try to brake right there. And I did it because I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Little dirt. A little bit of mud racing.
1.003.
Yeah, just jump in and get after it. You know, the cool thing about that is, like, it doesn't matter if you finish, don't finish, who cares? Just go for it. You know, the first endurance race, I actually posted it on my Discord not long ago. I forget which year it was, but it was I want to say it was 2016, maybe it was 2015. No, it could have been 2015. I think it was 2016. I did my first ever endurance race. But back then you actually had like the 3-hour GT races and stuff. You actually had to have a team. So I knew I was going to get disqualified anyway. So I just thought, I'll sign up. It's Saturday. I got nothing else going on. And this was before GT3s. I'm pretty sure it was a GTE. I want to say it was LMP1 and GTEs. So this was pre-IMSA, all that stuff. And I literally, it was at Interlagos. I signed up and said, I'll just get as far as I can get. And when I'm like bored out of my mind or physically can't do it anymore, gotta pee, I'll just park the car. Yeah, and I think I made it like literally 2.5 hours. Like I got almost to the end, and then I was just bored to death. So I stopped. And I was terrible, like terrible. I don't remember what my rating was or anything. I think I was B license. And there's the rain. So anyway, just get in there and have fun. Do it. Sign up for it. Especially in LMU, you know, it's like I ratings and all that stuff matters, you know. Go have some fun, brother. That's probably a phenomenal way to get your SR up. I mean, once you get it to silver, to be able to do it in the first place, of course. But I just got mine to silver. Oh no. Brutal. Yeah, I like to do the endurance stuff. I gotta tell you, man, the older I get, the more it's like I gotta pee in the middle of a stint. It's like not pleasant. So this season, like I'm really excited for the Nürburgring Endurance Championship, but ain't no way I can finish a 4-hour race by myself anymore. Not without at least one pee break. So I like to solo them because they're fun. You got a 3-month row. You gotta pump the brakes, man. Ain't nothing that can happen in this game worth whatever you said to get a 3-month vacation. Jesus. I mean, I get being mad. Trust me, you'll hear some things, but just say it to yourself. Don't queue up. Reality is that person doesn't care anyway. Yeah. Just ain't worth it, you know? It's not worth it. Oh, gosh. I'm driving this as if it's like dry or something. You didn't have to say something. We've all been there. Trust. I know what you're saying. I mean, trust me, I've said plenty of things, but generally I keep it to my audience. Sorry, Gavin, not trying to block you or anything, just trying to stay on the track. Yeah, I mean, I've had some, trust me. Me and Peter did the 8-hour Fuji race just this past fall. We literally got killed with, what was it, guys, like 20 minutes to go. We were in P7. Had a really awesome pitch strategy, like falling into our lap. And these two geniuses... It was horrible. I mean, the rejoin was absolutely horrific. I'll have to share that one day. Alright, so for some reason I still need 6.4 liters. So don't seem to be saving any fuel at all, even though I feel like I'm lifting like crazy. Maybe not enough, I guess. I'm getting used to this wheel again, guys, I gotta tell you. I'm very much missing my other, but I'm at least getting used to what this one felt like. Actually, the day that it all kind of went down and I had to ship the thing back, I wasn't sure if I was just going to try to get a refund for it or what, so I started doing research on other wheels in case I was going to have to buy something else. I guess, hell, I'm still not necessarily out of the woods with that yet, but I hope I am. I'm going to bin it one of these times if I keep doing that. I should probably just let these guys go, if I'm honest. They're faster, and I'm probably... I know I'm holding them up, but I'm probably just making it more likely that something bad happens to me for them trying to make an overtake, you know? Keith, friend of the program.
55.837. That was your fastest lap of the session.
That was my fastest lap, and I was sitting there like half throttle all the way across the finish line. Jesus. I'm sorry if this is boring, boys. Like I kind of said at the start, I'm here because it's the end of PRL more than anything else. I would 100% recommend it. I really would. Which is hard to say when I've had some of the issues that I've had with it. I've had issues that you should not have with a wheel that costs $1,000. I just think that's an objectively true statement. But I gotta be honest, I mean, if it's in working condition, I absolutely love that wheel. I love that wheel. So it's kinda, I don't know, I feel bad to say like, yeah, you should buy the wheel, when that's, I literally just sent it back to Germany to get repaired. You know what I mean? But honestly, I love the wheel. It's fantastic. So I really hope, like, that wheel should cost more than $1,000 in my opinion. It's kind of insane at that price point. All right, easily the best wheel that I can think of. Of course, I haven't tried them all and all those things, but I love that wheel. I just want it to work consistently. Confidence. You need to have confidence, so when you shift the gear, it's actually going to shift. Jermaine's caught me again. I don't need to be holding it all up, man. I don't. I'll move here in a second. I literally have not done anything here. I've practiced, was it like 18 laps in the dry? Mostly just to do something the other day.
57.2.
I just haven't done any wet weather driving here. Anyway. Hell no, not boring, do you? I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Here for the vibes. Love it, love it. Thanks, man. I just appreciate that I can go live and I got like 20 some people to hang out with. It's always nice. Always nice. Is it me or really bad in the rain or very, very slippery in the rain? It's mostly a me problem. I mean, the leaders are a minute ahead of me or whatever it is. Like, I'm taking it super casually, super easy, just trying to get through the race. And, it's a me problem, I think, more than anything else, to be honest. Looking to retire the Fanatec. I mean, it's a phenomenal upgrade from damn near anything, honestly. But again, it's like, it's difficult to say, like, hey, I literally been on with support for the last 2 weeks with my wheel because the shifts aren't working. Be like, hey, you should buy a $1,000 wheel from the, you know, it's hard to say that, but it's an awesome wheel. So, I don't know. Oh, he did it too. He did it too. Whatever the price you pay for a wheel, shifting should not be an option. Yeah, exactly. Kind of what I told him. I'm like, it's like, I said I just have absolutely no confidence that it's going to work. I said I just did the Bathurst 12. Now, granted, it was the Bathurst 2.5. You know, I did Daytona with this wheel. I did like all these different races. It could have happened in the middle of any of those races and destroyed a special event for my team. Like, I have no confidence that it's going to work. That's unacceptable. So I said that's a complete non-starter. So, anyway, their support has been really good. We'll see what comes back and how that is resolved. But like I said the other night, I think this was last night, thankfully I used my Capital One card when I bought it so I could get the points. So I've got plenty of receipts. So if I need to go that route, if the support doesn't do the thing they should do, then I will go that route and we'll go there, you know. I hope it doesn't come to that, but it's a $1,000 wheel. I have no confidence will shift. That's a problem. It's gonna be a fun conversation. Hey, Capital One representative. All right, so what's your problem? Yeah, I got this wheel. When I pull the paddles, sometimes it doesn't shift. Sir, you should talk to Chevrolet about that. No, you don't really understand. It's a race car, and it's in my basement. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, it should be, I hope it doesn't come to that for so many reasons. It would be funny, but not the conversation I want to have pretty much with anybody. Yeah, I can't say this is one of my greatest efforts tonight, boys. I'm surviving out here. I'm actually in need of more fuel. Even all the saving I've tried to do, it doesn't seem to matter. Whoa. I mean, it could kind of be an interesting conversation. I don't want to have it, but I just want my wheel and I want it to work and I want it to be great. But it's hard too, because it's like, it's not just, hey, it just doesn't work. It's like, it works for a week and it's totally fine. And then randomly, it just stops working. The shift stops working. It gets stuck. So it's really hard to test. That's what I told them. I was like, the likelihood of you being able to replicate it is unlikely. Very, very low. Because I sat there and I used it for like 4 hours the day that it happened. I don't think they're going to take it home and use my wheel for like 4 or 5 hours straight, you know? So, I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they just rebuild the whole thing or give me a new one or whatever. We'll see. Alright, so now it says I need 7 liters of fuel. No, this is literally the last league race of PRL forever. So nobody's going to do this league race again next season. Or ever again. That's honestly why I'm here. I'm here because it's the last one. I've been very disinterested in this league for most of the season, actually. And so I'm here to finish the season because I committed to doing it and because it's the last PRL race. Yeah, it's very intermittent. Very, very intermittent, unfortunately. Which, as a software developer, it's like the worst thing you can hear. Well, this bug happens, you know, sometimes, and... Well, how can you replicate it? You really can't. It just kind of pops up randomly sometimes. Okay, cool. Like, how often would you say it takes, you know... Well, I've done 24-hour races and it works totally fine. And, you know, like... Honestly, it's a... If I didn't have video proof... Like, thankfully, I was streaming and the night that I got it, and I had a camera pointing at the wheels so I could show everybody what it looked like. I literally have video evidence of it happening, so I can prove that it happened. But can you imagine if I didn't? Like, if I didn't stream and I didn't have, like, video evidence? They'd probably look at me like I'm crazy. But I mean, it's clear as day on the video that it was not working, so. That was Watkins Glen, actually. The night that I got it, I literally did a stream where it was just, you know, the wheel came in. And I was having all sorts of problems getting it working. And so the shift thing, I chalked it up to all the other issues I was having. Because I was having a ton of issues because SimHub is a requirement, basically, for the thing to work. And I didn't have all the features in SimHub activated that you needed to make it work. And so for that reason, I was changing wheel settings, not realizing that it was in like edit mode and all this stuff. And once I figured that out, the shifting problem didn't happen again. So I thought, oh, well, must have had something to do with all the stupid stuff I was doing that night. You know. It turns out, no. Unfortunately, it's a manufacturing defect. Apparently, and they were really forthcoming with this, which, you know, I appreciate. When I reached out originally, they said, okay, so what happened was you need to get some nylon washers and you need to add them at these 3 points. And they said the reason was that the PCBs that they get from China are 1.6 millimeters thickness. And for one random batch, even said, he's like, 24 wheels went out that have a 1.5 millimeter board instead of a 1.6 millimeter board. And he said each of those wheels have 2 PCBs inside. And he said if there's not enough pressure because the thickness is too thin, sometimes it can create an issue where the connectors, it's like a spring-loaded something, And he said if that pressure isn't there, which is what the washer is helping to do, create the pressure, then they can set it up in such a way where the shifting doesn't work. And he said once we heard about it, they went back, tried to figure out, you know, how many wheels were affected, etc., etc., etc. And I was kind of like, well, number one, why didn't you tell me about it if you knew that? My guess is they probably can't trace which wheels exactly had that problem. And he was like, one person already reached out about it to them. The washer thing was the fix. They were hoping it was the fix for me. It was not. So that's kind of the long and the short of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a manufacturing defect. They got the wrong size PCBs, installed it, shipped it, and now it's failing. So now they need to fix it. Fun times. I mean, I appreciate the transparency. It's super nice to hear versus like, oh man, I don't know why it's not working. Why don't you try this, you know? It's nice to have that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Just fix it, please. I'd like to race with my wheel again. Alright, I need a box here at some point. Looking like I got 4 more laps I could do. 6 laps in the race. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was nice. I don't know if it was the smartest thing they've ever done, to be honest with you. I mean, he basically just gave me all sorts of leverage with my credit card company to have a dispute if I can't get this thing resolved correctly. So it's nice. I mean, I've got why it failed. I've got what I've tried to do to fix it. I've got video evidence of it not working. So I feel like it's a pretty slam dunk situation if I have to go there. I just hope I don't. I mean, one of the reasons I bought from them, one, I heard everything about the wheel was insane and it was awesome. Yeah, no, hope not. The other was like, to my knowledge, it's a father-son operation, you know, so it's a very small, which I love that. I'd rather do that than like, hey, BavarianSimTec, you know, giant business, take my money. Rather support like a small, you know, shop, but they're probably gonna be a little bit more prone to having weird things like that pop up. But you'd also think they'd be more receptive to getting those things fixed as fast as possible, which, to their credit, they have been, so. We'll see. We'll see. You probably don't want to hear me drone on about my wheel. Although there's really nothing else happening in this race, so. Drone on I will. I don't know how guys are doing, like, fast laps around here. I feel like I'm struggling. All the guys behind me have already boxed. Jeez. Later, Skid. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for hanging.
53.718.
He spun again. It's kind of another reason, too, like, league races don't really seem to do good on views, and I realize tonight's not an interesting race anyway, but another reason why I kind of want to just stick to officials. Easier to get good content out of and kind of provide a more engaging viewer experience for everyone here, you know. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I do like my league racing though. I'm sure people would be here and hanging or whatever if I was doing well. But yeah, Damien, this is the last hurrah. They're shutting down after the season's over. And this is the final race of the season for this series. I mean, what they said was they're just tired. You know, the 2 guys that have been running have been doing it for 12 years. And I know they have a larger team than that, but yeah. To my knowledge, they're just tired. Which is understandable. Let's just go ahead and box.
Pit box in 3, 2, 1. Right here. Move it, move it.
Alright. Hopefully that's enough. You did a league rave. Holy shit. Kidding. How did it go, man? What kind of car was it in? League stuff's super fun, man. I mean, it really is. You find a good league where you can kind of, where the racing is good, respectful, but you can be competitive. Really nothing like it, to be honest. Fortunately for me, I haven't been very competitive in PRL this season. Really never. I mean, I was more competitive when I was classified as an AM, but now that I'm over 3K and classified as a pro, like, your boy's fighting for P20s most of the time, nothing else, so... Yeah, fam, that's a good point. What you should look for, they'll have some that are European focused, and they'll be on like a Sunday. So for us, it's like Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, because it's their prime hours in Europe. Something to consider. I did that in F3 for a long time. I ran, oh God.
Car right.
I ran, please.
Clear.
I ran an F3 league for a couple seasons. That was prime hours for them on a Sunday, but it was at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. It was actually pretty awesome. So there's a bunch of those out there. Oh. I forget about ads.
8.67.
It says I still need fuel? How's that possible? Sorry, dude. Honestly, I forget about ads a lot. So what you want to look at potentially is leagues that are European focused. Like, they'll do like a Sunday night league European time, which for us is like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, US time. So that could work for you. I did one for a while. It was an F3 league. God, what was that called? IGP Fun. It was F3 focused, and for them it was like 9 o'clock, you know, Sunday evenings, but for me it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a good first one though, brother. If you walk away from your first league race and think, you know what, not so bad, then I call that a victory. Leagues are tough. A lot of leagues are, you know, same guys are running for a while together and kind of know each other, and they're generally better than their IRs would dictate or indicate, I guess. So, yeah. Getting through one of those, man, good for you. It says I still need fuel, but I don't see how. JRT would have massively screwed up if I need more fuel. Which, surprise, but I guess the concern here is it looks like it might go an extra lap. Just barely on the cusp.
0.063.
Which means I'm gonna have to do a really quick. Annoying. I might literally be like 2 liters short. Oh, nice, man.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Jeez. Y'all are gonna have yourself a day. I'm about to get lapped. Unfortunate. Hopefully my teammates are doing well. They're leading the championship at this point. Or if I should just go ahead and box. Or if I just let them pass me, then I don't have to box. I'll lose a position if I do it, but I don't think that matters. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know how many times he's spun, but it's a bunch. Okay. Well, we're not pitting this time.
54.302.
P1 just crossed the start-finish line. Exactly. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and let off here so I don't have to box. Just going to let these guys pass me. Because if I have to box, I'm going to get past by all these guys anyway. So I might as well just let the leader pass. He's only 8 seconds behind me, so I don't have to pit again. I don't know why JRT didn't figure that one out. I guess it was assuming I was going to get lapped.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I need 1.5. Or I can just let him pass. Put me out of my misery. Let me keep it on for when they pass me.
Last lap.
Alright boys, last lap. Oh shit. Anybody gonna go for the move? To win the final race of PRL? We've got a great seat for it. God, how are these guys so smooth? Gonna try to get him at the line. Little bump and run action. What are we gonna do? Ah. And Elliott takes it. And the season's over.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
I'm so happy. Oh boy. Yeah, I would not have made the rest of that race had I not done that. I would have had to box, which frankly I didn't want to do it. If I boxed, I was going to lose all the positions either way, so all good, all good. It is over. I'm not sad. I mean, I'm kind of sad that it's over, but then I'm kind of not sad that it's over because, you know, it's been a rough one, man. It really has been a rough one. So, all right. I got literally nothing I care to see. I'll keep it for posterity's sake, but I think that's about all I got for that, man. I feel like a weight is off my shoulders and I can focus on some other things now. I'm pretty excited about that. All right. Well, boys, I'm sorry it was a short one and not such an interesting race, but that's going to be me for the night. Thanks for being here for most of the races. I mean, dude, we did all of them, even though it's been a challenging season for a lot of reasons. But I had some fun. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. So appreciate y'all for being here. I'm trying to think of when I'm going to stream. I'm definitely getting back into Spa. So quite honestly, I'll probably be here tomorrow night streaming Spa. Actually, no. I'm doing a league race tomorrow night. It's also at Spa. But anyway, you'll find more out about that tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night if you're around. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for being here. Peace out. Later.